Hey everyone, Jeff here for Demise of Time, and it's a kind of crappy day outside, all raining and stuff like that. So today I decided to have a Frank Zappa marathon, which, you know, I do that a lot anyway. But the album I want to review today is the Man From Utopia. Now I do only have this one on the Ryko disc CD version, but this cover is awesome. I've got Frank Zappa, all muscular, with a guitar, with a fly swatter, hitting things, and it's just awesome. You open this up here, and you've got the back side of that same image. So you can see there's like a crowd there and everything. This is one of Frank Zappa's coolest covers, in my opinion. He had a lot of awesome ones. And also this expands out here. So really, really cool packaging, and even if you do only end up getting this on CD, the packaging is still really cool. I'm looking for a vinyl copy of this one, but, you know, like I mentioned in one of my earlier videos, collecting Zappa vinyl isn't the easiest thing in the world to do. But anyway, Man From Utopia is the album I'm going to review today, and right now we're listening to a song called Sex. Some other song titles here are Cocaine Decisions, The Dangerous Kitchen, Jazz Discharge, Party Hat. So this is one of Zappa's more humor-driven albums. A few of the songs on here, particularly Cocaine Decisions, Sex, what else? Man from Mary Lou, or The Man From Utopia Meets Mary Lou, a few of those stick together. Those are fairly straightforward comedy rock numbers, but there's also a few complex instrumentals here, particularly Maggio, which is one of my favorite Zappa tracks of all time. There's also We Are Not Alone, Tink Walks Amok, and there's also a few tracks on here that are really weird, even by Frank Zappa standards, which I know sounds weird, but particularly The Dangerous Kitchen and the Jazz Discharge Party Hats. Those two tracks are this really weird, kind of jazzy, freeform singing from Frank Zappa. It's completely off-key. There's not much in the way of rhyme or reason to it. It's just kind of everywhere, and he tells a story in the track. And Steve Vai, you know, who's just a complete guitar aficionado, virtuoso, whatever you want to call him, he's amazing, took those vocal melodies that Frank Zappa had kind of just sung out randomly and placed the guitar notes over each of them. So it's got a really, really unique and distinct sound to it. And those tracks are what makes this album really worth getting, in my opinion, because overall it's one of Zappa's weaker albums for sure. The more straightforward numbers aren't that great, but songs like the Jazz Discharge Party Hats, which is about like sniffing poop out of underwear and shit like that, you know, when you combine that with the kind of unique musical approach of it, it does make for a really interesting album, and any fan of Frank Zappa should definitely check this out. And like I mentioned, Maggio, which is on this album, is one of my favorite Frank Zappa tracks ever. So across the board, it's a good album. Is it a great album? No. It's not as adventurous as Frank Zappa's best albums, and there are some tracks on here that just aren't that good. Like especially on this CD version that I have, one track, Luigi and the Wise Guys, I almost skip over that one a lot of times when I hear this album. It's just not very good, and a lot of this album is, you know, eh. But there are some really great tracks on here, and overall, I'd recommend it to any Frank Zappa fan who has already listened to the more classic albums like One Size Fits All, Overnight Sensation, Uncle Meat, We're Only In It For The Money, you know, all that stuff. This isn't a bad one to check out. So, Man From Utopia by Frank Zappa, I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5. Not a favorite of mine, but worth hearing if you're a fan of Frank Zappa's music. Jeff here for Demise of Time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.